the road on a Bondi Tram. I look out of the window to see where I am. All the pretty shops go flashing by. I'm riding on a tram down to Bondi, bumping down the road on a Bondi Tram. With a spade and bucket in my hand, I'm going to build a castle way up high. Build the best sand castle at Bondi. Down the hill on a Bondi Tram. Oh, this hill is steep, mum, hold my hand. The driver winds the brake on and down we fly. Fly down the steep hill to Bondi. Bumping to a halt on a Bondi Tram. Race to be first down to the sand. Dig, 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 pile the sand up high. Build the best sand castle at Bondi. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bushes he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop, Kookaburra, leave some there for me. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, Kookaburra king of the old gum tree.
Merry, merry king of the old gum tree.
Kookaburra gay, merry king must be.
Kookaburra gay,
Kookaburra
sits
in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bushes tree.
Merry, merry king of the old gum tree.
Kookaburra gay, merry king must be.
Kookaburra gay, your life must be.
Kookaburra gay, your life must be. Hippity Hop the Kangaroo, I'm Hippity Hop, how do you do? I hop on both legs, not one like you, I'm Hippity Hop the Kangaroo. I'm Hippity Hop the Kangaroo, I'm Hippity Hop, how do you do? I hop on both legs, not one like you, I'm Hippity Hop the Kangaroo. One night while travelling cheap, my companions were asleep. There wasn't a star to illuminate the sky. I was dreaming, I suppose, for my eyes was partially closed when a very strange procession passed me by. First there came a kangaroo with a swag of blankets blue. A dingo ran beside him for a mate. They were travelling pretty fast, but they shouted as they passed, "We will have to jog along, it's getting late." Then the pelican and the crane, they come in from off the plain to amuse the company with a Highland fling. And the dear old bandicoot played a tune upon his flute, while the native bear sat round them in the ring. Then the drongo and the crow sang us songs from long ago, while a frill-necked lizard listened with a smile. And an emu standing near, with a claw up to his ear, says that's the funniest thing I've heard for quite a while. Some frogs from off the swamp, where the atmosphere was damp, came bounding in and sat upon some stones. Then they each unrolled their swags and produced from little bags the violin, the banjo and the bones. Then the adder and the snake and the goanna, wide awake with the alligator, danced the soldier's joy. While neath the spreading silky oak, the jackass cracked a joke, and the magpie sang the wild colonial boy. the parrot green and blue gave the orchestra its cue to strike up the old log cabin in the dell. And Sir Broker started out from the tea tree all about to perform a set of lancers very well. I was dreaming, I suppose, of these entertaining shows, for it never crossed me mind I was asleep, till the boss beneath the cart woke me up with such a start, yelling dreamy, where on earth are all the sheep?
Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, then I shout, just tip me over, pour me out.
I'm a tube of toothpaste on the shelf. I get so lonely all by myself. When it comes to night time, then I shout, just lift my lid off, squeeze me out.
I'm a little robot, short and square. I have no toenails, I have no hair. If you want an answer to a sum, just press a button, out it comes. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a Kookaburra tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
along. As the Jane paddles on, Bill fishes for eels, because they're his favourite dish. To have eels for his breakfast, dinner and tea is the captain's dearest wish. And the motor goes chug, chug, a chug, a chug, a chug, as it sings the riverboat song. The gum trees sigh as the Jane goes by, and the paddle wheels push her along. If you're going his way, Bill will take you aboard and give you a wonderful ride. Past river gums, creeks and billabongs, you'll see all the countryside. And the motor goes chug, chug, a chug, a chug, a chug, as it sings a riverboat song. The gum trees sigh as the Jane goes by, and the paddle wheels push her along. And the motor goes chug, chug, a chug, a chug, a chug, as it sings the riverboat song. The gum trees sigh as the Jane goes by, and the paddle wheels push her along.
I'm a kangaroo and I can jump so high I touch the sky, and all day long I'd skip along and sing my little song. Hoppity, hoppity, skippity, skippity, jumpity, jump to the kangaroo song. Hoppity, hoppity, skippity, skippity, jumpity, jump to the kangaroo song.
Hop, hoppity, hop he goes, kangaroo round springs off his toes, over the fence and up the hill, hop, hop, hop. Over the fence and up the hill, hop, hop, hop. had a kangaroo, E-I-E-I-O, with a here and a there, here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a wombat, E-I-E-I-O, with a snuffle, snuffle here and a snuffle, snuffle there, here a snuffle, there a snuffle, everywhere a snuffle, snuffle. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a possum, E-I-E-I-O, with a scratch, scratch here and a scratch, scratch there, here a scratch, there a scratch, everywhere a scratch, scratch. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a Kookaburra, E-I-E-I-O, with a cook, cook here and a burra, burra there, here a cook, there a burra, everywhere a Kookaburra. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a crocodile, E-I-E-I-O, with a snap, snap here and a snap, snap there, here a snap, oh! Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a bunyip. A bunyip?
My dad is better than your dad, so much better than your dad. My dad is better than your dad. My dad, my dad. My dad's got hairs on his chest. My dad's got holes in his vest. My dad, why he's the best. My dad, my dad. My dad is better than your dad, so much better than your dad. My dad is better than your dad. My dad, my dad. My dad's got holes in his wellies. My dad's socks are smelly. My dad's got a big fat belly. My dad, my dad. My dad is better than your dad, so much better than your dad. My dad is better than your dad. My dad, my dad.
Little Tommy Tadpole began to weep and wail, for little Tommy Tadpole had lost his little tail. His mother didn't know him as he wept upon a log, for he wasn't Tommy Tadpole but Mr. Thomas Frog. Bunyip in my water tank, water tank, water tank. Bunyip in my water tank, what do you do all day? I sit and squiggle, I sit and wiggle, 'cause I ate a worm and it's in my middle. I'm a bunyip in your water tank, that's what I do all day. I sit and squiggle, I sit and wriggle, 'cause I ate a worm and it's in my middle. I'm a bunyip in your water tank, that's what I do all day.
Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you toss them over your shoulder like a regimental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Do your ears stand high? Do they point up to the sky? Do they hang down when they're wet? Do they stand up when they're dry? Can you semaphore your neighbour with a minimum of labour? Do your ears stand high? Do your ears stand out? Can you wave wave them all about? Can you point them east and west? Can you point them north and south? Can you pass the peanut butter with a flutter, flutter, flutter? Do your ears stand out?
How much is that doggie in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggie in the window? I do hope that doggie's for sale. I must take a trip to South Australia and leave my poor sweetheart alone. I must find a doggie to guard her and keep her safe till I come home. How much is that doggie in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggie in the window? I do hope that doggie's for sale. The doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, she saw him steal it, now that poor doggie's dead. And all the little doggies were very sad that night, so they built a little tombstone and on it they did write, "The doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, she saw him steal it, now that poor doggie's dead." And all the little doggies were very sad that night, so they built a little tombstone and on it they did write, "Doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, she saw him steal it, now that poor doggie's dead." And all the little doggies were very sad that night, so they built a little tombstone and on it they did write, "The doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, she saw him steal it, now that poor doggie's dead." And all the little doggies were very sad that night, so they built a little doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, she saw him steal it, now that poor doggie's dead. And all the little doggies were very sad that night, so they built a little tombstone and on it they did write, "Doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, she saw him steal it, now that poor doggie's dead." And all the little doggies were very sad that night, so they built a little tombstone and on it they did write, "Doggie stole a sausage 'cause he was underfed. The cook, the crew are asleep and the ocean's at rest, and I'm singing this song to the one I love best. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. The anchor's away and the weather is fine, and the captain's on deck hanging out extra line. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Fish, when he's caught, well, he fights like a whale, as he threshes the water with his long narrow tail. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. There are fish in the sea, and of that there's no doubt, just as good as the ones that have ever come out. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry. Hey ho, little fishies, don't cry, don't cry.
Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men said, "Oh, yuck, not scrambled eggs again.
John Brown's Holden's got a puncture in a tyre. John Brown's Holden's got a puncture in a tyre. John Brown's Holden's got a puncture in a tyre. So they patched it up with chewing gum. Chewy, 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 chewing gum. Chewy, 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 chewing gum. Chewy, 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 chewing gum. So they patched it up with chewing gum. John Brown's baby's got a cold upon his chest. John Brown's baby's got a cold upon his chest. John Brown's baby's got a cold upon his chest. So we rubbed it with camphorated oil. Camphor, amphor, amphorated. Camphor, amphor, amphorated. Camphor, amphor, amphorated. So they rubbed it with camphorated oil. Little Peter Rabbit's got a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit's got a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit's got a fly upon his nose. So we flipped it and flopped it and it flew right away. Flippy, 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 floppy. Flippy, 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 floppy. Flippy, 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 floppy. So we flipped it and we flopped it and it flew right away.
Oh, we can play on the old squeeze box, and this is the music to it. Squeeze, twiddle, squeeze goes the old squeeze box, and that's the way we do it. Oh, we can play on the old banjo, and this is the music to it. Plink, plinkety plonk goes the old banjo. Squeeze, twiddle, squeeze goes the old squeeze box, and that's the way we do it. Oh, we can play on the fiddle, fiddle, low, and this is the music to it. Fiddle, fiddle, dee goes the fiddle, fiddle, low. Blink, blinkety plonk goes the old banjo. Squeeze, twiddle, squeeze goes the old squeeze box, and that's the way we do it. Oh, we can play on the big bush bass, and this is the music to it. Boom, boom, boom goes the big bush bass. Fiddle, fiddle, dee goes the fiddle, fiddle, low. Blink, blinkety plonk goes the old banjo. Squeeze, twiddle, squeeze goes the old squeeze box, and that's the way we do it. Oh, we can play on the pair of spoons, and this is the music to it. Click, clickety clack goes the pair of spoons. Boom, boom, boom goes the big bush bass. Fiddle, fiddle, dee goes the fiddle, fiddle, low. Blink, blinkety plonk goes the old banjo. Squeeze, twiddle, squeeze goes the old squeeze box, and that's the way we do it. Oh, we can play in the big bush band, and this is the music to it.
See the dust cloud on the plain, hear the sound like falling rain, flashing hooves and heads held high as the wild bush brumbies gallop by. Here comes Brumby Jack, bringing the horses down the track. Hear him sing as he wheels them around, he keeps them together safe and sound. There's Stumpy Billy, Silver Dan, Pickles, Jim and Pelican. He has a name for everyone, and when he calls they come at a run. Here comes Brumby Jack, bringing the horses down the track. Hear him sing as he wheels them around, he keeps them together safe and sound. He loves his wild bush friends so well, many a farming man can tell. He'll never eat or go to bed till he's sure they've all been fed. Here comes Brumby Jack, bringing the horses down the track. Hear him sing as he wheels them around, he keeps them together safe and sound. From the mountainside to the distant plain, here and there and back again, they roam the country wild and free, 'cause that's the way they want to be. Here comes Brumby Jack, bringing the horses down the track. Hear him sing as he wheels them around, he keeps them together safe and sound. Here comes Brumby Jack, bringing the horses down the track. Hear him sing as he wheels them around, he keeps them together safe and sound.
Clap your hands, clap, clap. If you're happy and you know it, well, you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, clap, clap. If you're happy and you know it, nod your heads, rattle, rattle. If you're happy and you know it, nod your heads, rattle, rattle. If you're happy and you know it, well, you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet, stamp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet, stamp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, well, you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet, nod your head, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, well, you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, stamp your feet, nod your head, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, clap, clap. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, clap, clap. If you're happy and you know it, well, you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, shout hooray, stamp your feet,